Check it. Alright guys, what is up? I am back for another AMC and APE update, and in this video I cover the technical analysis and fundamental data to critically think and put all the data points together to make a conclusion on where I think price action is going. And guys, you might think it is crazy, but I'm still bullish on AMC stock, and I'm gonna show you why. Things went exactly how I said they would. People were freaking out in the comments saying, what happened to the bounce? Guys, I said this would happen over Monday or Tuesday. We went right down to where I said we would. $6.25, $6 held as support, and we got the bounce. But in this video, I give you a bullish and bearish scenario. That way, everyone is prepared for whatever scenario. So let's go ahead and check out the charts, the fundamental data, and see what we have going on. Alright guys, what is up? We are back for another AMC and APE update, and in this video I'm just going to cover AMC and APE stock. I'm going to give a bullish and bearish scenario and talk about the fundamental data for AMC stock. So let's go ahead and look at the fundamental data first and then focus specifically on TA. So short interest is at 25.57%, which is all-time highs for the 2 years that I've been covering this stock and looking at the stock and buying this stock. This is extremely bullish, and it has enough short interest to give a higher run than the previous run up of $72 or $44, whatever chart you're looking at. Most charts say 44 now because of the reverse or the stock split. We also have cost of borrow rates at about 100% even, so cost of borrow is at 100%, putting a lot of short pressure on the shorts because it costs a lot more for them to borrow and short the stock every single day, which is bullish for AMC. We see that they are able to get shares available to borrow a little bit under 850K shares available to borrow for tomorrow. Now that could pop up by tomorrow, but we will see. Calls expiring in the money, 14,000 calls expiring in the money. If we get above $7, it will be extremely bullish for this week. I also want to look at the AMC max pain. So we're going to do AMC max pain and see what we have for the max pain and what possible price points we could have for the end of this week because of open interest and max pain, which is where market makers will make the most money for call options. So max pain is around $7, so I can expect that at the end of this week to be around $7 for AMC, $7. And I do think that this week will probably be a more or less consolidation week, and then we will see a upside move next week. But we could see upsides this week because things can get very volatile. Again, I'm going to do a bullish and bearish scenario for you guys here on the TA. We also have a lot of failure to delivers, and because T plus 35, we have a ton of failure to delivers ready to be bought. They have to be bought in the open market because T plus 35, as you guys can see, for the whole month of March all the way up to the 17th, we have shares that have to be bought from the open market, which is going to cause a lot of buying pressure throughout each day. So things are looking extremely bullish for AMC stock. As far as the squeeze metrics, everything looks like we have a lot more FTDs than the last run up to 44, so we have a lot more buying power that could push us up to the higher. We are also on the threshold security list. We have more FTDs, more short interest, and more cost to borrow. All of these things are what could push us to a new all-time high because of the technical breakout too, as well, because we broke out of the 2-year downtrend. And if you look at a falling wedge breakout, if you just take the pole and go ahead and go like that, so you take the top of the move to the bottom of the move to make the pole, and then take the breakout point, and as you guys can see, that takes us to a little bit past all-time highs. So it could very easily be that we could break all-time highs on AMC stock. I know that seems crazy. I know it seems unrealistic, but based on technical analysis and fundamental analysis alone, that could happen. Now let's go ahead and look at the charts and see what we have for technical analysis for AMC and APE. So basically, guys, when in doubt, zoom out. One red day is not going to hurt you, okay? One red day is part of the process. Sometimes you need healthy pullbacks to maintain consolidation. As you guys can see on the daily time frame, we still have the bullish MACD. Now, as you guys can see, momentum seems to be dying out, and we might have a little bit of a head and shoulders play out. So this could be the shoulder, this could be the head, and then this would be a shoulder. That would bring us all the way back down to this upsending support right here. This would be a little bit of the bear scenario. That would take us all the way back down to about $4 and 50 cents or $5 support if that head and shoulders did play out, and then we could get a strong bounce from there. We do have a gap fill down here at about $4.50 and between $4 that could be possibly filled if this overall upsloping trend of resistance breaks, but that is the absolute most bearish case possible. And if that would happen, I would expect that to come all the way down and then have a nice pop to the upside immediately and probably start to run up. But because of all the bullish catalysts, because of the beat on earnings, the vote coming up, all of those things, I think that we are going to remain on this uptrend. And if you look on the smaller time frames, you guys can see this uptrending sloping resistance here marked in red. That's what we bounced right off of. Boom, we bounced off right off of that, and I did call that we would come back down to 625. It just happened a little bit later than I thought. So guys, we're saying, hey, where's the bounce? Where's the bounce? Where's the bounce you were talking about? I said we were going to come back down to 625 either Monday or Tuesday, which we did. We came all the way down to 625. We closed at 625. I said we would probably bounce and test off that and then move up either Monday or Tuesday. This would happen either Monday or Tuesday. If you look at my videos on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I said that in the videos. You guys have to listen, and you have to look at my support and resistance. So if my TA absolutely fails, you can always look at the support and resistance. Not that it always absolutely fails, but you can always use my support and resistance. But this is exactly what I said AMC would do. Come back down to 625, get the bounce, and then probably continue to the upside. Now that is the bullish scenario, the bullish case. So we hit the 625, and it seems like we're getting that bounce, and we should continue to the upside Tuesday. Tuesday should be a green day or a flat day of consolidation, and then Wednesday or Tuesday be an up day to the upside. So that is what I'm looking at for this particular stock on the short term. I am looking for this bounce here on Tuesday or Wednesday. If we break through this upsloping resistance, I would be looking at $6 and $6 even to hold as support, $5.90, $5.50, and then $5 even to hold as support, especially here in this range at between $5.80 and $5.50, which is a very, very strong support. I'd be looking for them to hold as support. But if the bearish scenario played out for the head and shoulder, so this would be the shoulder, this would be the head, and this would be the shoulder, we would come all the way back down to about $5, $4.50, and then probably get a nice bounce to the upside. So those are the bullish and bearish scenarios. So again, I'll go over it again. Bearish would be the head and shoulders play out, boom, 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 come all the way down to about $4.50, $5, get a bounce to the upside. Bullish scenario would be what I'd be saying is where we come back down to 625, get that bounce, and then continue to the upside, or come back down to $6, get the bounce, and continue to the upside. But right now, we are still looking extremely bullish because we are on this overall uptrend of support, which if you look, if I zoom out, which is like a even higher support. So I have this steeper support and then this support right here. So if the head and shoulders played out, we would come back down to this yellow line. If we stay on the bullish path, we'll stay on this red line. So you can see that either way, we would still be in an uptrend, and don't get shaken out by a move like that. When in doubt, zoom out. Even if the bearish scenario played out, we would still be in an uptrend. Okay, we have higher high, higher high, higher high. We have higher low, higher low, higher low. That is an official uptrend. We are looking good on AMC stock. If you look at the weekly time frame, we have the Bollinger Bands constricting. We have the weekly MACD, which is daily. These are the bigger time frames, the bigger movements, the bigger picture. This is what you should really be looking at instead of daily price action. Look at the bigger picture. Bollinger Bands constricting mean that a large move is coming. As you guys can see, Bollinger Bands get tight, large move to the upside. Now they were overextended because of that move, but as you guys can see, they squeeze in on themselves and then move to the upside. And as you guys can see, they're squeezing in on themselves. We're about to have a nice move to the upside. We also have with the EMA. So if you guys look at the EMAs, on the 4-hour, we have a golden cross. So anytime the 50 EMA, which is marked in gold, and then the 2MA marked in white, the 200 EMA marked in white, anytime the 50 crosses over the 200, that is a golden cross. And as you guys can see, we have a golden cross here on the 4-hour, which is extremely, extremely, extremely bullish. People were freaking out about this day, but look, it is not even a small down day, and you guys were freaking out. Like, what? What? You guys are not going to make it to the MOAS if you let these little things play with your psychology. Do not let them play with your emotions. This is still extremely bullish. And if this is the low and this is the low, so this would be a even higher low. So low and then higher low. That is bullish. You guys have to look at the bigger pictures. You guys obviously don't know about technicals, the ones complaining down in the comments, asking me what's going on. I don't mind questions, but guys, I give you all the answers. That's why I give you the support and resistances. And I want everyone to learn and get better at technical analysis so that way you're more confident in these moves and just trust in the process and also have conviction. You know what you know, okay? So if we look at the 2-hour, we have a bullish cross as well. So we have the golden cross on the 2-hour. We have the golden cross on the 1-hour. We also have with the super trend, which is a buy sell signal indicator. If we look at the 4-hour or the daily time frame, we have a buy on the daily time frame, which coordinates with these large movements to the upside. As you guys can see, we got a buy signal here, large movement to the upside, buy signal way down here, large movement to the upside, buy signal right here, large movement to the upside. So you guys get the picture. Buy signal right here, which means a large movement to the upside is potentially coming. We also have a ton of momentum if you look at the momentum oscillator down here. And we have on the alligator is looking extremely bullish. So the green line is a bullish line, the blue line is a bearish line. When they are fall apart, that means their move has a lot of momentum. As you guys can see, they're far apart here. That means the move has a lot of momentum. And as the move comes to an end, they get close together. So as you guys can see, the green band is on top and there is still a ton of width on these bands. And if you look closely, the bluish band is starting to curl to the upside. That's how I know that this overall move is not over. Tomorrow will probably be a green day, a nice green day. That is what I'm predicting. And because we're in this falling wedge as well, because that's a continuation pattern to the upside, so we have this uptrend, falling wedge, and that means this is going to come and test this this high over here of 850. So we're going to come up and probably test that high of 850 or at least $7.50. That is just my personal opinion. So again, I gave you the bullish scenario. The bullish scenario would be for us to get the bounce tomorrow and continue up on this red trend line, on this overall almost parabolic trend line. The bearish scenario would be the head and shoulders play out, come back down all the way down to like $5, $5.50, and this would take a couple of days and then bounce to the upside. So that would be coming down to this trend line, but it would still be an uptrend. But really what I see forming is this cup and handle pattern. So basically this big cup and handle pattern, and if we stay on that uptrend, we'd get the final handle and then launch to the upside. So that is everything I'm looking on at AMC. The bullish fundamentals giving us way more short interest ever reported, way more FTDs, and way more cost to borrow. How can you not be bullish on AMC stock? And if we look at the institutional ownership, it's at all-time high levels because they have not been selling. They have been buying and holding just like us. So ever since Q1 and Q2, they've just been buying, 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 and not selling the stock. They are holding, waiting for this thing to pop, just like us. And I think they sell some of their shares on margin and do different stuff like that, but they are accumulating shares as well. And you know what they say, follow the smart money. So guys, things are looking extremely bullish for AMC. I know that this day may have discouraged you, but when in doubt, zoom out, look at the bigger picture. On the daily time frames, we still have so much momentum, so much bullish indicators, and I think the bullish scenario is going to play out over the bearish scenario. Let's go ahead and look at the APE technical analysis and then wrap up the video. So as you guys can see, APE basically still has a little bit more room to the downside. I think we're actually going to come back down to the $1.50 range and then get a nice bounce. That would be my bearish scenario, and that is basically what I'm looking at for APE is the bearish scenario. Come back down to $1.50, maybe even $1.20, and get a nice bounce. You can see that this move still has a lot of momentum to the downside, but if you look, it's kind of confusing because if we look at the 4 hours, it looks like the momentum is starting to end. We're starting to get a bullish MACD on the 4 hour, which could translate to the bigger time frames, and then that could lead to a bullish move to the upside. It looks like the trend did break down that we were looking at, but it looks like we did find support, so I'm going to go ahead and readjust that and see if this uptrend remains intact and if we do stay on this bullish path. So the bullish path would basically being us come back up and test read $2 and break through $2 to get to $2.50. That would be the bullish scenario in my case. The bearish scenario would be for us to come back down, break through $1.60 and retest $1.20 and then get the bounce. That is the bearish scenario. My supports for this are at $1.20, $1, $1.90, $1.50, and $1.60. The resistances are $1.70, $2, $2.50. As you guys can see on the 4 hour, again, MACD is going green. That could translate to the daily. On the daily, the RSI is extremely oversold or extremely low. It's not oversold yet. It could have one more leg down before it gets oversold, and that's why I say maybe $1.50, $1.20, and then we'll definitely get that bounce to the upside, probably retest that local high of $3.31. But that is just my personal opinion. I'm just some guy on the internet. Don't trust me. Do your own research. Do your own TA and DD. So let's go ahead and look at the EMAs for this stock, and then we are good to go for APE. So as you guys can see, we did get this death cross. So anytime the 50 crosses under the 2MA, that is a death cross. That is a bearish pattern. And until we get a basically this starting to curl to the upside, I would think that we're probably going to get the bearish scenario, go back down to $1.50, maybe $1.20, and then get the bounce. But it can always be surprising, get that momentum to the upside and continue this bullish pattern, which it looks like it's trying to fight for the bullish scenario, which would be going up to $2 and then $2.50. So those are my predictions for AMC APE, AMC stock. I hopefully you found them informative. I have all the data for you guys, and don't forget that APE is also one of the most shorted stocks. It's actually the most shorted stock on Yahoo's shorted list. So it's very manipulated, but it also has way more squeeze potential because of those factors. It's just more risk, more reward, in my opinion. So guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and you can check out my Discord and Twitter absolutely free. Links down in the description. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and as always, you can check out my Discord, my Twitter. They're absolutely free. You can ask me questions there. I drop stock picks, all types of things going on down in the Discord. Links down in the comment section and in the description. Check that out. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.